Hello, my friends. We are going to be playing a game. I am back. We are going to be playing a game. I am back. I am apparently also have Twitch open. Stop that. No, offline. Hooray! Perfect. If you haven't heard the first part, here's the second part. It was the owner came by. The dog had been missing for 3 weeks, and she just walked up, and the dog's like, "Who are you?" Sniff, 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 and then jumped with his mighty dog paws, German Shepherd paws, right onto her shoulders. Small lady, big dog. It was a hug for all intents and purposes. And then she wanted to hug, and I don't know if you have noticed, but there is a pandemic going on, so I had to cleanse myself of the pandemic. I washed my hands of it, and arms, and any other bits like that, because, pandemic. So, here we are. Yes. The loading screens are the best. Alright. Well, last we left, we beat, I think, Ben the Cursed is his name. I think his name was Ben. Was Ben. Has been. Ben Gay done that. Here we go. Okay, so I can actually walk on the rivers. And there are lots of things to explore here. As I mentioned in the last one, the world map is static. This is right here is where the dwarves are. But you only get to go there if you yourself are a dwarf. All the hiccups. A ruined dungeon. This incredibly fancy-looking town is a Last Hope town. That has things to do with the plot later on. Also seems to be the only place that has a king. Oh, it's not open yet. But here we get one of the few side quests of the game, if you don't count everything as a side quest. Here we go! Am I interested in dismembering stuff and getting paid? Always! By the corpses of the gods, I love adventurers. Was about to become one myself when it suddenly hit me, and by it, I mean my wife. Har! I propose I give you a list of monster parts to fetch. Then you go and fetch them, and then I make some blindingly amazing brews with said monster parts. Then I get accepted into the Brotherhood of Alchemists. It's science. Sounds like a plan. I make excellent plans, and brews, which a Brotherhood would no doubt make me call elixirs once I am in it. And I'll obey because they have ways of getting what they want. Now, where were we? The town of Lost Hope, good sir. Aiding you with getting into some Brotherhood. What's in it for me? Oh, easy. You get a swig of each brew, of course. They'll put hair on your chest, and possibly your eyelids and fingernails. And if your aid proves the deciding factor, then I've got a real treat for you. Perhaps the last taint of purging left in Maj Eyal. I accept. Ooh. I want the elixir of foundations. This will give me 2 generic points. There's also stone skin that will increase my armor by 4, brawn, which will increase my strength and constitution by 3, stuff like that. Elixir foundations. Hooray! I need certain items that I get from killing monsters for this. Here's the list. Oh, one more thing. Got me some fellas already out hunting for the stuff, and I'll not play favorites. One of them brings me these ingredients before you do, and you're out of luck. Hurry back. Oh, and one other thing. If you have the time for another errand, though I've got no reward on this one, I will see if I can help. Well, it's like this. One of my wife's friends has gone missing. A young alchemist in training called Celia. Thing is, her husband died recently, and the grief done drove her mad. She used to go out to his grave every day until one day she didn't come back. Personally, I don't think she was able to live without him. The two were inseparable. If you get a chance on your travels, could you pass by the mausoleum to the east and check? Well, you get the idea. It's strange that what death can do to people. How it can take over their minds. Sometimes they forget it's the living that matters. See that she gets a proper burial. treated respectfully, eh? I'll do what I can. Ha ha! For my name is Archie the Archering Archer of the clan of Duty Toad. Toe. It's supposed to be Tut, but it is Toe. Yeah. Zigger Town. Oh, while we're looking at other things, this is the Tower of Dreadfell. This is going to be the one of the first story dungeons. For the plot of this game, which there is one, it begins at the bottom of this tower. All the dungeons have mini plots. And this is Mark of the Spellblaze. We will come back to that at some point when I can survive it, which right now I cannot. I am but a humble level 8 duty toe. That's what they call people from Dudington. I'm just going to auto-explore. This is one of the tier 2 dungeons. Now, there are certain people who will attack you. These are just random adventurers, and they will certainly attack you. I do not want to fight them because they are notoriously difficult. This is the maze. It is also what we like to call a tier 2 dungeon. I'm not going to go up there, but those ladders are exactly where the Tinkerer said that they learned their craft. We're going to go into Core Pool. This is one of my favorite tracks in the game. Yeah. Oh, by golly, look at all those snakes. All of them dead. Dead. Okay, so, now that we've done that, let's read this letter. Damn that Zemekis. Damn his insane experiments. Why in the blackest night did I ever agree to take part in them? Oh yeah, because I was broke. Bah. I think I have considered things differently had I known I'd be transported without my clothes, though. Imagine my embarrassment turning up in a foreign land with my unmentionables on display. Thankfully, I managed to borrow a rope from a friendly farmer and did some work for him to earn gold enough for a bit of food, a journal, and a rusty old sword. When I heard there was ruins filled with undead nearby, I knew my calling had come. So here I am, mighty Sun Paladin Telthar, to prove my strength in these foreign lands of the West. But all I've found so far is rats. I hate rats. Auto-explore. Look, that's worms. Worms are highly susceptible to arrows to the face. Now, this is an alternate version of a treasure chest. Treasure chest, when you open it up, one of three things happens. An awesome item rolls out, or B, an item rolls out, and you're suddenly surrounded by a bunch of enemies. Or C, an awesome item rolls out, and you're suddenly surrounded by several unique enemies, which are tougher. Like that one. That's a unique enemy. And I don't even know how to say his name. Zubu Leylath, the degenerated skeleton warrior. He is rank unique. And it doesn't matter. I'm gonna shoot him in the face. First, I'm gonna be evasive though. Haha. Now shoot him in the face. Okay. So I mentioned that all these different characters, all the unique characters, can have different skills. This guy is a necromancer. It sounds funny, and it is. So we'll just volley that dude and everybody around. That didn't do as much as I wanted it to. That's okay. What's this 2 do? Pinned down while nobody's running at me. Archers are not tanks. Okay, that was the wind arrow proccing and pushing everybody away. I'm just gonna keep on hitting that guy. Oh, he's summoning cute bunnies. He's so cute. I hate cute bunnies. I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit that guy. Then I'm gonna hit the guy who's summoning things, who's healing himself, was just cheating, and headshot. And it doesn't matter. And I have run No. Did I run out of stamina? Or just... I've run out of arrows. That's fine. I'll just turn on this regeneration rune. Now I'm regenerating fast, and I will wait a turn. I stocked 3 arrows. Fire. Fire. I've killed him, but suddenly everybody else is back. But that's okay. Volley's still on cooldown. Volley is no longer on cooldown. Haha. Now, unique enemies always drop a unique item. This is a super good item. Let's see. Random uniques are the best items in the game. This would be great if I, used greatswords, which I do not. Elm Longbow of Lightning. I don't really use lightning. Now, I'm going to put on a robe. At some point, robes became incredibly good, and I love them. So, it gives me plus 13% resist all. I resist 13% of all damage. And it still counts as light armor, so I'm still highly dexterous. And I lose 2 armor and 3 defense, and I gain... ignore 13% of all damage. Now, just as I have resistances, other people have ways of piercing it. I'm terribly butchering a lot of the mechanics, but you know what? I can't hear you over the sound of me pressing the 1 button. Something pushed me away. It was a rat. It was a rare rat with a unique robe. And it's good. Magic will I don't use. Cunning I do use. I don't need mana or extra psi, and healing mod's nice, but I don't need it. I don't teleport, and it's minus 6% resist all. I'm just gonna keep on the robe that I have and shoot things heartily and for fun. Yeah, shooting the thing, shooting the thing. Yeah, pressing that one. Aha! I have found the cursed undead that plagued this nefarious dungeon. The skeletal fool was thankfully no match for me. I suppose it helped that he had no arms. I found myself an old shield that, in spite of a few dents, seems serviceable enough. Some of these rats are big, and giving them a strong bash with the shields helps stop their poisonous bites before they get my sword to their necks. I also found a few gems. I may have to hunt around for more. Not out of personal greed, of course, but my noble quest requires that I gather resources to defeat the great evils in this land and back home. Diamonds are my favorite. So sparkly. I'm going to press 1 at that guy so hard. Now, as we continue through these tier 1 dungeons, you're going to find that they become easier and easier for me. Though dungeons, I believe, scale up in a limited fashion, I believe they have a cap. Again, I could be butchering all the mechanics and be completely wrong about this. But eventually, as you'll see, I quickly become able to just kind of roll my face on the keyboard again and be happy about it. I saw this and I don't like any of it. A lost warrior. I will protect you. Fun thing about the purple circles right there. Skeleton archer to the south. Get away, you silly. So fun thing about all of these guys, they escorts in the normal base game will run in front of your arrows. They think it's fun. They have a different definition of the word escort. Go on. Yes. I want vitality. Whenever your life falls below 50%, you get a healing proc. I want that. Proc is probably the wrong word. Well. 1 at these things so hard, so fast. So it has... I pressed 1 so fast I didn't notice I was fighting a unique. I'll turn on my regeneration. He's right there. He's level 10. I pushed him away, and then I killed him. And he dropped a unique light. lights give you light radius. This has +1 light radius, the other one just has light radius, and it gives me other neat stuff. I love neat stuff. I love this light. This light is my light. It is the best light. Corpo. When the farmer told me what this place was, it reminded me of something, and I think it's coming back to me now. My mother used to tell me a story about our ancestors, how they fled by ship to escape the grasp of an evil sorcerer who dominated the lands. The sorcerer was a vile necromancer who took advantage of the destruction from the Spellblaze and Cataclysm to create huge armies of undead. People fought against him and time again, but he would be defeated. But though he would be defeated, he would still come back, sometimes after hundreds of years. And that sorcerer's name was Corpo. Probably just coincidence. La 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 la. This place is infected. I found a lot of skeletons now, and unfortunately most of them have borne a full set of limbs. However, my holy quest cannot be denied. Plus, I have a really great sword off of one of those bladers. I can chop anything up easily now. The skeleton mages might have a Nightborn nuisance, but I found a new weapon to use against them. A phased door rune. As soon as I catch sight of one of the robed wretches, I activate my rune and boom! I'm away. It's not fleeing, it's just tactical repositioning. Guys, I need a hat. I'm gonna go get a hat. I'll be right back. Haha! I am back, now equipped with a hat. It gives me +1 against... +1 to my saving throws against hair in my eyes and tickling my nose. It is quite annoying. Where was I? I was pressing 1 against a bunch of things. Honestly, guys, Archer is not the normal kind of class that I would play. I usually like classes that are very, very complex. And while one could make an argument that the Archer is very complex in a very tactically positioning way, it's just not necessarily what I would like. It's a very easy game, I'll say that. I just press 1 a lot. Okay, so this guy just used a talent. It is a Sun Paladin talent, specifically. It's called Path of Light. So long as he stays on that path, then it takes no time at all for him to move up to me. It's great when you're a Sun Paladin, not so great when you're when you are Archie, the archering archer of the clan of Duty Toe. So I'm just gonna get off this, and he's gonna get off of it because the AI said so. And then I'm gonna press 1 at him a lot. And I'm gonna shoot these other things too. He gave me another unique brass lantern. This is great. Armor penetration, plus armor, plus a ton of light radius. And this gives me stats like will and strength. But I don't... I'm gonna use this, guys. I'm gonna use it. I know the stats are nice, but I'm just gonna use this. I like seeing things. Perfect. Volley right there. Great. And headshot. And then just regular shots. And we're just gonna, regular shot. So I haven't used pin down much, and perhaps I should. I know I'm going to much later when I'm very, very scared of melee fighters. And believe you me, I'm going to tell you when those times are. Oh man. My chat room, I know you guys can't see it, but it is alive and well and hip-hop happening. Just nobody's in it though. But other than that, super alive, super open, and very hips and hops and the happenings. So here we go. Shoot this guy a lot. He gives me a cloak. Alright, let's see. Linen cloak. 20% to reduce strength, dexterity, constitution by 6. Nice. Crit multiplier. I like extra damage. And extra defense versus plus 30 max HP. I'll take it. Hey, you're one of those troll guys, aren't you? Alright, and down we go. Oh, I should have kept that hat. Hat of Constitution? Yes, please. This is the other kind of treasure chest, guys. I open it, and the bad thing happened. That was the bad thing. But you're just a mouse with 58 HP. Who exploded. I'm gonna shoot this slime. I'm gonna step away because slimes aren't known for their mobility. Elm Longbow Hailwind. Let's see. You can press Control and compare the two against the one that I currently have. Fire range 6, physical power 9, changes the stat to strength. I've been giving up a lot of strength, guys. This also has physical power, so it doesn't change anything. Reduce armor. Yeah, it's a strict upgrade. Strict upgrade. I'm also going to melt that down because it's going to start cluttering my inventory. And there's my encumbrance. It's a thing. Transmogrify. Turn into gold. All the gold. I've got 1.55 gold. And a really nice belt. And, should I wear this belt or should I continue to wear the nothing I have? I think I'll wear the belt, at least for now. Awesome. Man, I am so good at pressing one, guys. Let me tell you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, he caused me to explode. Alright, I just heard a noise. My cat is behind me and wanting to come inside. So, excuse me one moment, guys. Alright. I also heard in the game, I heard a certain sound that said ba-boom. This means that that skeleton has a gun. Guns came with the same expansion that Tinkers did. Tinkers, guns, they do a ton of damage and usually means I'm about to be hurt a lot. He has a gun and a shield. I don't know what his talents are. Inspect creature. Shoot, disarm trap, emergency. Okay, so he is another class called the Annihilator, or at least has parts of it. The Annihilator is basically the mage class of the Tinkerers. He uses a lot of Tinkers to do things, like fire off lightning or have an AoE flame attack. He just happens to call it a flamethrower instead of a spell. Yeah. Let's one at these guys. All the ones. All the guys. Tell your friends, tell your family. One. It's what's for dinner. Open. Shoot that snake. Shoot that snake. Shoot that other thing shooting at me. Shoot, shoot, shoot. It's quiet down here. And dark. Very dark. I suppose I should have brought a lantern. Our motto is to bring light into dark places, but I guess I should have thought about that in practical terms. I've cleared out pretty much all of this area, and there's not much left to explore beyond this last room. This adventuring stuff is quite lonely, I must say. I guess keeping this journal helps a bit. I miss home a lot now. I miss Falia. Perhaps I should have said something to her about how I feel, but I guess running away on an adventure seemed easy. Pah, how brave of me. I'm not cut out for this paladin work. Here I am, alone in a horrible dark dungeon in an unknown land, without a single sound to keep me company beyond the scratching of my own quill. Except for... Apparently he kept on writing even though he heard something. Oh, it's a slime and that thing. Now, I'm gonna start actually playing carefully, because that guy right there is scary. The Shade, he is the boss of the dungeon. He looks nasty. The red flames in the empty eye sockets. He wields a nasty sword and strides towards you, throwing spells. Let's inspect him. Mono thrust, ice, and water. The tidal wave really sucks if you are a melee character because it pushes you away. The ice freeze spell really sucks because it sticks me in a block of ice, and the mono thrust ice hurts. So there we go. And I am in a block of ice. This is what it looks like. I hope you all enjoyed it. And then he shot me with something else. Like I said, guys, this can go very bad very quickly if you let it. That said, I'm going to press 1 at him. He is marked, so I'm going to slightly out of my range. Headshot. He is still shooting at me. Shot. I'm taking a very close look at my life. He's at 36% health, 29. Lower than 29. And I beat him. Excellent. Get a character to level 10. At level 10, a couple cool things happen. I get another category point, no matter what your race is. And I believe I get extra class points to help spend into the new category that I'm going to unlock. Also, these gloves are coated with a thick green liquid. Sludge grip. Just the way Mom used to make it. Plus the cunning and will. Wild gift slime. I'm not an ooze-mancer. Saw another class for me to show all of you guys. But I will take it over the really good at lightning. -2 armor, but it doesn't matter too much at this stage of the game. Okay, got that. And let's just auto-explore. Oh man, we found all the things, including that snake and that other snake. I think that's it. Activate our Rod of Recall, which what it does is in the name. Bam! And we are out of there. All the shops in the world restock at level 10. Or was it 11? Ah well. We are in town to mess with my skills. Let's take points out. I have not used shoot down. This sustained each time you're attacked immediately. You have a chance to fire a defensive shot. I haven't really used this. You take close notice of the target for the next 5 turns. If they attempt to use non-instant talent, you react with incredible speed. That is attractive. I admit that's attractive. I have way too many stat points. Apparently not. I'm 1 away from putting it another one and making my bow even stronger. Fragmentation shot, that is the explosion one. Fire disabling shot at the target's throat, dealing damage and silencing them for 2 turns. Great for mages. That deserves a 1 point. Target's mark, you consume the mark to fire 2 secondary shots at their arms and legs. Flare. Fire a shot at the target tile that blinds enemy for 2 turns. Marks them for 2 turns. And illuminates the area for 4 turns. Enemy within the illuminated area lose 10 defense and stealth power and cannot benefit from concealment. Well, I like things being marked, so let's have that. And the Sentinel. I'm a fan of, stopping mages from blasting me with majoringness. Okay. I think I may go anti-magic because I can. Now, when you go anti-magic, you can't use any magic. And if you've been paying attention, let's see. This is just a lantern. This is infused by nature. Let's see, crafted by a master. My bow is also crafted by a master. Powered by arcane forces. This is infused by nature. So it's going to limit me from some of the items that I might be able to use otherwise. So, for now, we are going to go in here. Norgo's Lair. There's not as much story in this one, unless you are a Thalor? Thalor, the Wood Elves, where he is a guardian. Norgos is the guardian of the woods nearby, and you haven't heard much of him. You suspect the worst, so you want to go in and see what's up and, possibly save him. And, well, we'll get there when we get there. Look at all that one. I'm going to press 9. I'm going to press circle. 0. Bam. Bam. Oh, let me tell you guys, it has been a week. You would not expect how much ethics actually comes into play for, I guess the word would be SEO. A lot of digital marketing and what I do. Let's see, I haven't been rushing to anybody for a while, so I'm just going to put this over with my escape options. Let's see, fragmentation shot, it's an explosion. Hooray. Can't shoot anything down, and he just blasts me with what is pretty much a psychic, and I'm asleep and can't move, so I guess we're just going to chill here for a bit. And I'm still asleep and can't move. And, by the way, that plant is also... Oh, no. He is a psychic. He has created a thought form that can do different things. I need to reorganize my talents. This is very disorganized. So, first we'll just heal myself. We're going to Sentinel on that guy. If he tries to use a talent, I'm going to just cause him to cancel or fail. Fire a bolt. Flare, they're all lit up and marked, which means I'm going to volley you and I'm going to shoot you, and then they all died. When I'm not pressing 1 like a madman against too many things, the combat is slow, can be slow in a very interesting manner. Like, I'm thinking, what can I do? Or, oh gosh, I'm about to die. Not this turn, but very soon I'm going to die. What can I do to stop it? So there's a lot of that going on. We're just not there yet. Grr. It's the beginning of the game grind, where you get to figure out what the heck kind of character do you want to play. And then, the more complex your character becomes, the more complex all of these enemies become. It is quite sexy. Shabam. I'm not a person who likes games if they are too easy. I'm not talking like Dark Souls and other games meant to be hard, but I like to play a lot of games on hard. I like losing. It just feels good. I like being very skillful. Here we go. Or at least pretending to be skillful. I also don't have the persistence to become so masterfully good at games. I'd rather just play. It's my philosophy for this, my philosophy for chess. I would rather forfeit a game of chess and get to play more chess against somebody I want to play chess against than I care more about playing than I do about the winning of everything. I saw a guy. Yeah, there he is. So, I don't mind if I die. I hope that I certainly don't. So, which brings up a thing. This is a roguelike, and roguelike is based off of Rogue. I'm sure you can read the Wikipedia entry about it. When I'm thinking about roguelikes, I usually think about one life permadeath. This game doesn't actually have that. It is a roguelike. It does not have permadeath. Pause. It has permadeath, but you get a certain number of lives to your character. That's the game as intended. Sion's Ring. I have nothing. The first times I played through this game, I played through it on roguelike mode, which is you get one life, and that's it. I liked it that way. It's the first way I beat the game. Now I just want to play more games. Let's see, Norgos the Guardian. This ancient bear long guarded the western side of the forest, but as of late he had started growing mad, attacking even the Thaloran. So I was right. Thalor, Shaylor. There we go. So, now that we know this, let's shoot him. We're like, arrows, explosive ones, and that one too, and another one of those, and yeah, just keep on pressing ones at him. And he died without so much as a howdy-do. This scalpel was used by the dread sorcerer Corpol when he began learning the necromantic arts in the Age of Dusk. Many were the bodies, living and dead, that became unwilling victims of his terrible experiments. Great if I used daggers, which I do not. I am an archer, and I arch at things. Grr. Slightly too far. Can't wait till I have a bow with longer range. So, a neat thing about that talent fragmentation shot, or fragmentation, what is it? Yeah, fragmentation. The radius of the explosion, right now it's just radius 1, it gets bigger the more talent points you put into it. I, in the past, have liked 5-ing it, which is to say, maxing out the skill out, and it will cover the entire screen. It's pretty amazing. Alright. So, that was actually, Norgos was the boss of this area. Like I said, we're going to be rolling through things faster and faster. Special arrows. I have arrows of wind. What do you got for me, baby? A radius 1 on hit, physical, instead of, so it'll still do AoE damage. It will reload just fine. Higher capacity. No 20% chance of creating an air burst in radius 3. Base power 14 to 20. Base power 14 to 20. This is actually pretty hard. Wait, armor penetration is up. Alright, never mind. I'm just gonna go with this, and we'll call it a day. You may have noticed the snake constantly taking damage just by being nearby the bear. That's how I work. Sham bam bamina. Alright, Rod of Recall. And rough leather cap, nothing I'm interested in. Dexterity, nope. Alright guys, we are now level 11. I swear to you, this game is going to be speeding up. I'm going to call it here because the drink that I made is a bit of a soporific. Probably not pronouncing that right either. I don't know. It makes you tired, and so it is 10 o'clock on a Friday evening, and I'm going to go spend it with other people. So all of the 0 people who are currently in the chat room, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you guys soon.